Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex Funk, and here is my updated 2024 morning routine that I actually call my success routine. So I have made a video about this before. I figured I would update it a little bit as I don't use my best self journal as much as I did in the past. But if you're just getting into morning routines, I think it is a good thing to start with. But a specific journal or notebook isn't really necessary as much as I think the actual routine with it. So for me, here's what I do every single morning without fail. Okay, I wake up based on my Whoop. Okay, so I'm going to put the link to my Whoop referral in the description below. I think that everyone should have one. I think it is 100% necessity to live your best life and achieve your dreams and be a high performer in anything. But I wake up, I look at my Whoop recovery, and I make sure that my day is built around my body's recovery. So more than anything, I don't necessarily prioritize my sleep hours, but I prioritize my body's recovery. Okay. After that, if it's a workout day, I go to the gym and I do this whole routine at the gym. That's not every day though. It's 3 or 4 days a week at the most. Without fail, every single day, I do this little routine that I call my success routine. Okay. And within that success routine, okay, is number one, my goals. So I write down my goals for every year for the next 5 years. So right now, right here, okay, it's 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. So it's the next 5 years. And I go every category: health, wealth, happiness, relationships, creative, and then income, which is work. Okay. So main active income source. All of those categories, and for the next 5 years, I've done that for 4 years, every single day. So for some of you, the first time you do this, you might be shooting blind at a dartboard. That's what I was doing 4 years ago. But every single day, each goal gets a little bit clearer. So for example, my wealth goal for 2025, today, as I was going through my goals or whatever, I tweaked it just a little bit. Well, all of those 1% shifts every day for the past 4 years, everything gets a little bit more clear. Okay, so I encourage, if you've never seen or listened to the audio, The Strangest Secret, go watch that on YouTube right now. I'll try to link it on the video if I can figure out how to do that. But my goals. So number one, my goals. Number two, gratitude. There's a couple different ways I've done this in the past. It could be person, place, and a thing, and then you text the person, I think is really important. Or you could do gratitude, all of the conversations you had the day before that made an impact, and then you text that person. Whatever your gratitude is, I think it is important that part of that gratitude practice is reaching out and letting people know that you are grateful for something they did or something they said or some way that they made you feel. I think that the outward gratitude part of gratitude is really important. So number one, goals. Number two, gratitude. Number three, birthdays. So I have an app. It's called Sunshine Birthdays. I reach out to every person on Facebook that I'm friends with. Happy birthday. Snapchat, you can swipe and there's a little birthday button. You can birthday there. And a hack for birthdays too is I always Facebook Messenger people happy birthday instead of doing it like on their feed or something like that. I think it's a lot more personal and they respond. And I often will get people that say things like creative touch, messaging on Facebook Messenger and whatnot. So number three is birthdays. So what I would say action step is go on Facebook, friend everybody on the people you may know section. I like to do that often, and then refresh the birthdays on the app every now and then so you have an accurate count for people that might be important in your life to wish happy birthday. Okay, so number three is birthdays. The fourth part of notice, all of this can happen, it can go really fast. The fourth part of my success routine is I write down my values. This is it. There's only 4 parts of the every single day morning routine. Okay. The fourth part is my 5 values. So what I would encourage you to do is go through a core values exercise. And it's very simple. Okay. Look up a list of 100 core values. Okay. Online, look up like 100 core values or whatever. And then take that list and write down the top 20 that mean the most to you from that list of 100. Then once you've got a list of 20, take that list and write down the top 10. Once you've got 10, write down the top 5. And then I want you to look at that and I want you to say, right now, in this season of my life, these are my top 5 core values, okay? I want you to write those down every single day. So for me, it is challenge, impact, persistence, freedom, and family. So every single day I write those down because to me, the values is more important than the goals. Okay, when I'm faced with a opportunity or I'm faced with a challenge or something like that, I always go back to, hey, is this in alignment with my values? Okay, and if it doesn't cross off, if it doesn't check 5 out of 5, I usually don't pursue that thing. Okay, so number 4, I write down my values every single day. That's it. Goals, gratitude, birthdays, and values. That is my entire morning routine. Okay, there are other things. Okay, and those things would be breath work. Those things are lately. Okay, for the past couple months, I've been journaling a full page every single day, right here. Okay, every day I've been doing an entire page without prompts. So just like brain dumping. Those are things I've been doing, but that's not part of my morning routine because if I miss a day, right, I don't hold it against myself or anything like that. I think the purpose of the morning routine, now I would ask yourself and I would remind yourself of this when you're going through trying to figure out like, what is my morning routine going to be? And, you know, I've gone through seasons of my life where I had like an hour-long morning routine and I just went through a season where I was overcomplicating it for sure. Here's what a morning routine should do for you. Okay, ask yourself this question. Does my morning routine get me primed physically, mentally, and emotionally? Okay, does it get me primed physically, mentally, and emotionally like I'm already the version of myself that has achieved all of the goals that I want to achieve? Okay, so does this routine get me closer physically, mentally, and emotionally like I'm already the version of myself that has achieved the goals that I want to achieve? That's the purpose of the morning routine. Okay, there's a lot of things you could add into it, right? For me, reading one page. I've read at least a page of a book 780 days in a row, but that's not part of my morning routine. I can do that at any time of the day. Okay, and the other reason that I renamed it from morning routine to success routine, the reason I did that is because if I miss it in the morning, I can still do it at some point during the day. If it has anybody woken up late, right? Me, right? I've done it. Everyone's done it. Right? And then you see it scattered and you're like, oh my gosh, right? And then you go to work and you get going. Well, I used to miss my morning routine and I would get all flustered all day because of it. And then I renamed it success routine. And now I realize, hey, you know, if I have to jump out of bed and go get to the office or get to work, sometimes that's where my best work comes out, is where I have to just dive right into a call and have to get right after it. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, the gurus will tell you blah, 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 blah. If you rename it success routine, you understand that you can do it any time of the day and it gets you primed physically, mentally, and emotionally, right, to be the best version of yourself, to be a little bit closer to the version of yourself that has already achieved what you're trying to achieve. So that is my success routine for 2024. It's not my full morning routine or anything like that, but it is the can't miss parts of my day. Goals, gratitude, values, birthdays, every single day as I go through and get started. So, hey, Alex Funk YouTube, subscribe. Pretty soon I'll be launching my website officially and you can get some freebies and things like that are coming out with my book. I appreciate you being a part of the journey. We'll see you next time.